Let's go. 15, 65k. Okay, there we go. There we go. And hey guys, what is up? Ike over here. Welcome to the channel. And today I'm gonna show you how I hit. Hopefully we hit. How I hit 6 digits with Zhongli. And of course, yes, it's only possible on Abyss floor number 7 because your crit damage is insanely buffed up in Abyss floor number 7. On a normal, like I tried doing this with against like elite bosses, and we can actually try to do it as well with elite bosses, just so you know the possible numbers that you can hit. Alright, so for team composition, you will need double pyro, double geo on your team, and of course we're gonna focus on Zhongli. So I have a Diluc here, I have a Bennett. Bennett's very is crucial for this because we already know his talent boosts our damage, and this isn't even like the best Bennett. I haven't ascended him to phase 3 even, so I imagine we can hit bigger numbers if I ascend Bennett in the future, but right now I'm saving my wits for Zhao. But you will need the Bennett Q. You will need another Geo character, and for this one I'm using Ningguang, and Ningguang will be equipping the Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers because, as you guys know, if you don't know, if you do, you don't. Refine rank 5 of this particular catalyst weapon basically gives 48% attack to the character you switch into next. So from Ningguang, we're going to switch all the way to Zhongli. So this is my Zhongli right now. In terms of attributes, we have a hefty 75% crit rate and a so-so crit damage of 110%. We do have the 5-star Primordial Jade Wing Spear, but I am looking forward to replacing this with the Battle Pass Spear because this spear is going to Zhao for sure. Now, another thing as to I think why and how I was able to reach the 6 digits was I made use of its Eagle Spear of Justice effect, wherein we get 3.2% more attack for 6 seconds, and it stacks up to 7 stacks. Now, if you do have 7 stacks, you get an additional, I believe, 12%, or damage dealt is increased by 12%. So you want to be maxing this out. In terms of artifacts, we are running 2-piece Archaic and 2-piece Noblesse Oblige. And as for the stats, so maybe you guys want to copy it. Now, this flower, we hit home with this flower. Like, look at that crit damage plus the crit rate. Feather, so-so, but I do appreciate that we do have HP stats here because Zhongli's elemental burst does scale from his HP. We are running an HP Sands over here, and yes, we did get a whopping 27.2% crit damage over there. In terms of Goblet, oh wait, this is the Sands and the Goblet. Geo damage, of course, with some crit rate and some HP. Well, that's a lot of HP actually. That's a lot of flat HP. And in terms of our circlet, we are running a crit rate circlet. The reason why I want to get or use the Battle Pass Spear someday is because I want this to be a crit damage circlet. But right now, like let's say I was able to get a crit damage circlet. If we swap that in, our Zhongli's crit rate drops all the way to 44.2%. Crit damage, look at that, 172%. That's gonna hurt a lot. However, I'm not comfortable with crit rates below 50%. I find that if you can get a crit rate all the way to above 50, that is better. So the reason why we're switching to the Battle Pass Spear eventually is because the Battle Pass Spear actually gives more crit rate compared to this right here. This one at level 80 gives 20.1% crit rate. The Battle Pass Spear actually gives 33% crit rate at level 80. So let's get right into it. Alright, so to be transparent with you guys, again, the only reason why we can reach those 6 digits with Zhongli is because we are doing it in Abyss Floor 7, which crit hits generate elemental particles, but we are here for the crit damage dealt by all party members increased by 120%. You know, all the most content creators are showing you 6 digits, 300k, 400k, million damage. It's all here in floor 7. I don't think you can reach those numbers realistically in the overworld setting, except I think for Child, who has such a big multiplier in his skill. Of course, taking advantage of Vaporize, because Vaporize and Melt have the highest damage multiplier elemental reaction in the game. Zhongli, being Geo, does not have access to that, so you know, if you want to hit 6 digits, this is the place to do it. But still, the thing about Zhongli, the thing about Geo characters is, even without those fancy schmancy do the math elemental reactions, you still hit solid numbers. Like, I know Zhongli can solidly hit 30 to 50k without anything fancy schmancy, without too much setting up. Albedo and Ningguang as well. So Geo characters, plus we're getting the buff on 1.3, so very excited for that one. As for team composition here, we're just here to do some Zhongli big damage, and hopefully we get it on our first try. Hopefully it crits on our first try. So we're gonna do Zhongli, Bennett, we're gonna do Ningguang, and of course Diluc over there, and we are gonna put one character here just for the sake of having a character here. Alrighty, so the cool thing about floor 7 chamber 1 here is we do get a buff for max HP. So we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it because we want as much opportunity to hit that 6 digits on Zhongli here, and of course having a good amount of HP. There you go, 33,948. That's a good amount of HP. Let's get a shield in here. Okay, there we go. There we go. There you go. 6 digits. Just like that. Alright. 6 digits. 6 digits on Zhongli. Now, again, only possible right now. We don't know after 1.3, but right now, only possible in Abyss Floor 7. Now, let's go to a more practical side. Using this kind of team composition, let's see what we can do with an elite boss. So for this elite boss, we are going to be taking on the Cryo Regisvine, because we have all the right elements to break its shield and hopefully do some damage. We'll be starting it off with Diluc right over here. After Diluc breaks the shield, we're gonna go to Zhongli and Bennett to Ningguang, and hopefully we'll get a crit. Come on, for the video. Alright. Alright, we're gonna let Zhongli attack. Alright. Now, if you're wondering, why aren't you taking advantage of Ningguang's 67k? Why aren't you taking advantage of Ningguang's E, where if you go through it, you can actually get an additional, I think 12 or 15 or 10% geo damage? It's because you need Ascension 4 for Ningguang to be able to do that, and I just don't have the wits, the resin to do that. So maybe in the future, but for sure, guys, I love it when that happens. If you guys want to be able to do that in the future, for sure, man, we can hit harder if we had that Jade Screen buff from Ningguang. But we don't. But anyway, still, very possible to hit 6 digits with Zhongli. Of course, on Abyss Floor 7, we hit 67k on a practical damage on an elite boss. So that's pretty good. And you might be wondering, why did you go here, Ike? Are you going to do the event? No, this place right now, this event heals your HP and your energy, your elemental burst. This event is so good. Anyway, thank you for watching, and let's not end the video on a challenge failed screen. That would be awkward. But thank you for watching. if you watch this video, and have fun with your Zhongli. If you have Zhongli, let's get excited because 1.3, we do know he's getting a buff. Hopefully, it's a tremendously awesome buff. And see you on the next video, I guess.